Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Bit.Trip.Runner and the second zone of the game, Tenacity, which is quite a bit more colorful than the dull grey Zone 1. And it also features new music and a ton of new obstacles that we have to deal with. Like these target platforms. They move toward you, ever so slightly, so it forces you to rethink about your timing. It's not too bad, but takes a while to get used to. That was pretty tame. The game doesn't immediately get difficult upon entering Zone 2, but the challenge will ramp up eventually. Pretty much every level element and object from Zone 1 has been replaced. We get the target platforms, but also the UFOs are replaced by fireballs, the purple crystals are replaced by roadblocks, and so on. And even the retro challenges are slightly different. The background is orange instead of blue. It's not a massive change. It still looks pretty dull, and with no music, it's not a great audio-visual experience. Which is why I'll probably speak over the retro levels slightly more than I did in the first two videos. What the hell is a Knork-Wisp? And why is it hairy? Never mind, I don't think I want to know. Some of you must have noticed I didn't get a perfect score for every stage so far, even though I picked up all the pieces of gold. So here's how it works. Just about everything in this game gives you points, not just gold or core pieces, but also activating springboards or breaking obstacles. And some of those obstacles are skippable, you don't have to activate them, you don't have to kick them down. In which case you miss out on a couple of points or a couple of million points because this game hands them out like candy. But whatever the case, I was not aware of this until recently. So just to clarify, I will get all the gold and the core pieces, but I'm not dead set on getting a perfect score for each stage. I'll still get it for the majority of levels, but if I miss out on a platform somewhere, I'm not going to go back and redo the level. So hopefully that clears things up a bit. Gold on the lower path? That's counterintuitive. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think the difficulty curve of the retro challenges is quite as steep as it is with the normal levels. It could be because the retro challenges are more difficult to begin with. Missed the second target. There goes my perfect score. You know, now that I know about the point system, it almost makes me want to go back and redo some of the stages I didn't get a perfect in. I'll just have to convince myself it's not important. They're just points. They're just numbers on the screen. It isn't the arcade era. Points were important maybe 4 decades ago, I don't know. There is a leaderboard accessible from the main menu. But if everybody who gets a perfect score ends up with the exact same amount, doesn't that render the entire leaderboard completely obsolete? See? Didn't get a perfect. All because I jumped over that one target platform. You gotta wonder, why is there no music at all in the retro challenges? It would make this so much more, I don't know, pleasurable. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't have to listen to me talk. I wouldn't have to think about things to say. We could all just immerse in the beat. I mean, we do get the beat from collecting the gold. It's something. It's slightly hypnotic, I guess. But it's not exactly Grammy material. I wouldn't want to listen to it on a long loop. Unless I wanted to listen to something while I watched grass grow, which I do on a regular basis. Oh yeah, top score, tied for the first place with 30,000 other people. How great is that? At this point, I think it's fitting to tell you a story about how Zone 2 made me appreciate this game. I was stuck in Zone 1 and Odyssey in particular for the longest time, and I must have uninstalled and reinstalled the game 4 times before I eventually beat it. I never learned to like the color scheme of Zone 1, and to this day I still get eye strain from looking at it. It didn't help that Odyssey is a long stage with an incredibly boring start, so I never really learned to fully appreciate this game, until I got to Zone 2. I'm pretty sure that if Zone 1 had looked half as vivid and colorful as Zone 2, I probably would have beaten this game in just one sitting. Radbot, huh? Let's keep our eyes peeled, we may just bump into him. Yeah, that was a fair cube, thanks game. Oh, there he is. Don't know what's so rad about him. Like Junior Melchkin in Zone 1, Radbot makes an appearance in Bit.Trip Fate, but having never played the game, I can't really expand on that. Yes, you can kick in the retro levels. It even has a sound bite, but as far as I know, it never comes into play. Well, so much for the easy portion of Tenacity. Anyway, this is where we'll part ways for now, and I'll see you next time for Tenacity Part 2.